Divine greetings, entities, energies, lovelies, bodies of light, the seekers and sojourners of truth. 144, chosen of the chosen few. You know who you are. I am Celestial Earth, known to you as Aquila, greeting you in the love that lights the truth from my heart to yours. At some point, I'm going to stop saying known to you as Aquila. Especially after a weekend like this where you're just stepping into the fullness of who the I am is that I am in my isness of it. So, Celestial Earth reporting to you live from the fifth dimension. Always as usual, bringing you the news to infuse, if you so choose to infuse with the light. Activate on this light grid because it's activation time. Where my star seeds at? Because out here was a whole star seed connection in the ATL, in Atlanta, in this vortex, in this galactic gathering for those who chose to say yes to the meetup, for those who chose, even if they've never seen this before, they chose in their lifetime to say, we, the star seeds, have done thus far what we needed to do to get to where we need to be, because we got a meetup. We have a meetup to do. So let's get into this. I know I got a live. Thank you for those who came to the first live in the garden. I was going to say the Garden of Gethsemane, but that's not what it was. In the garden while we were coming out through the halls of Amenti, getting our attunement. And so with that said, before I go into anything else, let me apologize to those who did not get to see the video. And the answer I have for that is the revolution will not be televised in every which way. The revolution will not be televised. The attunement could not be televised. I put it up, but there was no recording. And even those who were able to watch it, it got cut after they probably got to get at least most of the attunement, but then it got cut. And I did it a second time and it was not recorded. So I'm clearly shown that it is not to be televised. Therefore, even in this weekend experience, I decided not to bring in the camera, not to video me. I could have sat out there and did a little mini video, a little, hey, I'm here, and share the experience with you. But I kept hearing the revolution is not to be televised. This was something that was live in the now moment, as live could be. Living. So it really was not to be televised. It was a revolutionary movement that was happening for the spiritual flex that was happening. And it was a flex. Flexing every muscle. Like you see, I'm armed up. I got tools, y'all. You see, I'm adorned. I know some of you probably seen the crown before. But this right here, this baby right here, this Xena, armor yourself with my pyrite and my citrine, was a whole nother ball game. So I'm all coppered up and tooled up, walking into this field, this spiritual warfare at the same time. It was a beautiful situation. It was a beautiful meetup at the same time. Starseeds, know that when you have agreed to meet up, please know that there will be other entities involved. There will be looshing. Those of you who know, when I've been talking about Lucian, the Lucian was on the loose. And so those other energies, those malevolent forces that are attached to hosts that don't even know that they're being used, especially in positions, especially in places like this where there's a lot of spirituality, there's a lot of using spirituality going on as well. You know, spirituality is the new fad. I just got to call it like I see it. Not everybody is divinely aligned in their soul's incline. Ashe. Ashe. It's just what it is. It's what it is. So this brings me, let me make sure I cleaned up and did my house cleaning. So apologize to those who missed it. But if you did it, if you followed the instructions, then you really didn't miss it. You were a part of it. if you held the vibrations at the time that I had set to, so you didn't really miss nothing. Another thing is to, I want to make sure I get all of that before I go into what this topic is, which is they not like us. Ooh, they not like us. They not like us because they not from here. All right, so let me make sure I wrap that up. If you didn't already do so, please remember to like, subscribe, share, and comment if you dare, so that the algorithms can still get it to the star seeds that we need to get to, because that's my mission first and foremost. Operation collect the star seeds. Not even collect, I don't even like that word. Connect. Operation connect to the star seeds. Let's call them out, the pods. We coming out our pods. We are coming in just numbers, tuning in to tune up, finding our codes, meeting our life lessons to get to where we need to be, getting through the lessons, because we came here to have lessons. And that was another lesson that came up today. You came to this school of life to have lessons. And the way that you get to where we are now, to those of us who met up at this point, who were able to make it here, even if they didn't see a video, is because they had their lessons. We went through our lessons. We came to this course to get certain lessons dealt with. So it behooves us to deal with those lessons. And that's how you incline in your soul and meet your divine coordinates, like those of us have done. So just take that into account if you're thinking about, okay, where do I meet my soul tribe? And this is beyond soul tribe. This is, like I said, a star seed connection. How do I meet them? What are you doing in your life? As I was speaking to so many star seeds, and I don't even want to say so many, like it's a whole lot, but it's a lot for me. Because when you used to being alone, it's like, whoa, it's a couple of us out here. And out of a room full of about, I don't know, 400 to 500 people, to be able to find about how much? Maybe 20 or so. Let's just round it at 20. It's a blessing. And you know that these people are working through their lessons, or else we would not meet up at these coordinates at such a time as this. So as we were doing it, as we were meeting, as we were coming together, there was so much that was going on. As I said, you get in the spiritual fight, and most importantly, what I'm highlighting is this, most like seeing that they not like us. They not like us because they not from here. They not from here. They not from here. They not from the coherency. You know, because I'm not just talking because we star seeds and those of us star seeds that found each other not from here, which we not. We from Sirius. I'm talking to my Sirius star seeds. But besides that, because all of us not from here. Ain't none of us from here. We all come from the ethers. We all come from somewhere else to come into this earth plane. So it's not to say that they not from a star either, but I'm talking to the real star seeds who are a part of the remembering, who have come in a mission to be in this co-mission with the light transmissions, to ignite our ignitions, our flames of fire in chariots. These roads of flames are catching on fire. It's like that song just popped in my head right now. Because the roads of flame are catching on fire. We getting lit up. And I'm speaking to those specific Syrian star seeds, the ones in my crew. And I don't mean my as belonging to me. I mean the crew that I belong to. That group right there. We are the ones that are aligned with those lights that are pinging on the sun in Leo. And that was the conversation this weekend. I was even told to adorn, make sure you wear that crown. Spirit guides already told me, put your crown on, Queen. Because by your crown, they will know you. By their crown, by your crown, they will know you. By another one's crown, you will know them. Or there may be something else that you see. Follow the guidance. And as I told y'all, I didn't even know I was going to be in the building. It was just, you supposed to be there. And I didn't see myself in the building. And now I get the fullness of why not. Because as I was speaking to one of the star seeds today, and it was such a coming together, like it was so heartfelt, because we realized like we not in the same timeline. We here, but we ain't here. They see us, but they don't see us, because they not like us. They really not like us. Not, I'm not just talking about the song like, oh, they ain't like us because we do this, we do. No, they not like us. They not the star seeds in that pod that came and did some deep soul changing things. They don't have the light coordinates of Mars and Uranus that are pinging off of the sun in Leo. They don't see what we see. They're not making the changes, or let's say the commitment in their soul. They don't see the vortex. We come in this place and we create a vortex. And I'm not saying we came there to take over anything or any, but it wasn't even about a takeover. It was about coming in and flexing those spiritual muscles, being on your spiritual flex. Because when I get an assignment, I know my assignment and I work diligently in my assignment. Whatever spirit has for me, I do. And those seeds that were called out were true. And they were offered, we were able to give them the calendar, you know. No, okay, as I say calendar, I know some of you are waiting on your calendars. I know. But when this assignment took off, I had to get into this assignment. And as I said, some of you, I was waiting on a reply. Start date, I got you. You got two. As per your patience, Spirit has inclined to make sure you have another. So I'm making sure I give that to you. I want to give a special shout out to one of you who followed through this whole thing, coming from here, coming from YouTube, coming from listening to the call on YouTube and having the greatest faith ever. And I have to give a shout out to my girl, Alicia. I'm going to shout you out because it's so real. It's so real, and I know who feels it knows it. You have to actually walk through the fire to know what I'm talking about. And she was one of them that answered and went through this whole thing. The 9 days of spiritual completion, the accelerated spiritual boot camp that we did for 9 days leading up to here. She didn't even have no knowledge of this gathering that I already signed up for. Right? I'm not talking about the Galactic gathering. I'm talking about the one that was made manifest and took fruition, came into fruition for all others to come to. Right? The gathering of the masters, as they had named it, which the star seeds was already telling me, my intel was already telling me, they planned this before them. It's bigger than that. But he was able to be the one. That's why I said I give him honor, shout out for the part that he played in it and being a willing vessel to be the catalyst to have the platform for the galactic star seeds, the galactic gathering to take place. It was a galactic gathering within the gathering of the masters. And I'll tell you this, the galactic gathering are the star seeds who have mastered their soul's work. Not to say we perfect, but they have conquered or have come to a level of self-mastery, especially when it comes to walking through the halls of Amenti. Every single starseed that I spoke to walked through the halls of Amenti, knew what the halls of Amenti were. Even if they didn't walk all the way through and made it all the way through, they knew about the halls of Amenti. They know this is the truth of where we're at. So this is beyond. This, like I said, they not like us. As I was saying it one day, because we not from here. That's why they not like us. They got to understand the stars that they come from. And you ain't got to do a darn thing. But knowing the stars that you come from sets you up for this, such a time as this. So this was an exciting weekend, and we had put in the work 2 days in a row. When I say this was work, it was spiritual work that also brought forth a spiritual warfare. Then by today, we was in a warfare. We did so much connections the day before and sharing the informations the day before, constantly, back to back. It was like I'm literally like in a business meeting. As soon as the next one, boom, boom, waiting there. The souls were just coming in. They were lining in. I'm here. This is who I am. Let me see your birth chart. Where's your Mars? Where's your Uranus? Have you been feeling like you eaten differently in the past week or two? Have you had a radical change? That's your Uranus. If you had a radical change, a job change, a friend change, a whatever change, a house change, a location change. That's that Uranus energy that's being lit up with this sun in Leo. And you have but a little more time left to harness this light in Leo. The Halls of Amenti closes tomorrow on the 12th. But you have a little bit after that, maybe a week or two after that, to cash in on that energy. They not like us because we not from here. Where they from? I know I could feel them looking at us like, where they from? But the true ones will recognize. The true ones in the true timeline reality will recognize. And as soon as the ones I knew were the ones, was as soon as they was like, that crown. That crown. I know a lot of people saw it, but very few that was like, that crown. Well, they would say it, and they would come out, and they notice it. When they acknowledge the crown, they're acknowledging the light. And they're saying, yeah, you got something for me. I got something for you. We exchanging light codes in what we do. We sitting in a whole vortex in the space that we at and just sharing light codes, taking light codes, giving light codes. Because we all been sitting in soaking up the sun. As I spoke to one young lady today, soaking up the sun. Have you been Yep. That means you've been getting the light codes. And if you haven't been eating, it's because the body needs to move out of the way so that the light codes can come through and you can process the light, activate the light, be activated on the light grid to raise the light grid. Ultimately, it's coming to even that. The starseeds that have engaged, like the amount of family members we just got this weekend, just by being obedient and standing in the space and in the place that was highlighted for us. The same place we was in yesterday. That was the vortex we opened up. We came back today. We done pissed off some spirits, y'all. Pissed them off. Came back and got the hit. Bam. Want to chop you in the solar plexus, but guess what? Armored up. So I just held the fort for my solar plexus so it could kind of simmer down. Get some love, some rose quartz to kind of help stabilize the love, because love stabilizes the frequency. Get into your heart chakra when you want to stabilize the frequency. Right? Get in the fight like, whoa, when we came back in there. So you know what? We're going to stay in our space. Same space we found, we kept. Because there's an energetic imprint. You all ones should know that. When you set the tone, hold that vibration, because there's an energetic imprint that already knows your vibration. And so said, so done. We held the same spot. Same, we was getting the fight at first. Eventually, same ones started coming in and lining up. Who was supposed to be there was supposed to be there. Star seeds. Right? We done found little sis, little brother, big sis, big brother, cuz, unc. The family just came together. And I'm talking from ancient ones. We find in the star seeds that some of us have travailed through multiple lifetimes. Not just this lifetime. Some of us are having a remembering and a soul synapses. I've been to the mountaintop. And wait till y'all see the pictures of the mountain. I went to the top of Stone Mountain, and that was like some serious stuff. Meditating on top of the mountain. But that's a separate thing. I'm saying I've seen some things when you come to the top. And when you come to the top, there's always more top to go to. Please know that. That's another lesson. Never just reach the top. But I've been there and seen it. And was able to see other star seeds that see it. And it's like, I see you. Some people, I walked up and all I had to do was go like this. Oh, you see me. I see you and you see me. Some have chosen to ignore the fact that they see me, but they could not ignore it. Not that I'm here for you to see me, but you want to ignore my light. You want to ignore what these light codes are saying and exchanging and doing, because you want to diminish who I am, because in the physical, I don't look like much to you. In the physical, to you, it's who am I? But at the same time, as you're watching me collect, as you're watching me exchange energies in a certain way of royalty, walking in my royal you also are wondering who I am. You want to proclaim you don't know. You want to act like you don't know. But also, because I can see the fear, you don't want to know. You don't want this light. You don't want this smoke. You don't want this heat. And some of them dare to come anyway, but that's okay. Because I'm standing in my purpose. Right? So this whole weekend was, ever since I did the garden with you all, those of you who are live there, appreciate it. When I get back, I'm going to do my best to get into this live again. But we're going to take another, after this long weekend, we're going to take another what, 2 days? Another day or two, kind of just woo-saw all of this. Spend a little time with the fam. But this was a spiritual flex. This was a work and highlighting that they not like us. I'm seeing it so clearly. Ones who say they like us think they like us, but they are not like us because they're not from here. They're not from here and here, and they're not from here. Sirius starseed pyramids, a whole pyramid transmutation. As I said to one today, we all individual pyramids, and we all come from that pyramid. The only disappointment I would say this weekend, and I'm going to be real honest, for me in my human suit, is not seeing Sister Myra. And I'm seeing, by the time the end of this, I'm getting a reason why. Because I know that it is through her call, it is through her vibrations, it is through her frequency that, as I realized, not only I got the call from her, starseed call. I'm not just talking about a call that she do like, hey, y'all meet me up. I'm talking about in a telepathic, an inner calling through her voice, through her vibration. She's sounding off. Y'all come on now. Y'all come on up in here. And she must have known what she was doing. A lot of the starseeds that I met were called in through Sister Myra. Each one that was a real starseed, when I mentioned it, was like, yeah, I'm here to see her too. Yeah, because she made the call. It's almost like she was a part of the motherboard or the mothership from our travels. And we heard the call. But what was revealed to me is that because of the works I do and because of me gathering everybody, it's like I'm the facilitator and the gatherer. It's like you didn't need to. You got this. You got the message. In your human suit, you felt like you needed to meet this person. And not on no fan tip. Not like, oh my God, I just got to meet her. No. I was sent and like, I'm supposed to see her. She got some codes for me. I got some codes. We got some codes to exchange. Right? And I know some people be like, oh, she think, well, those who look down on me and who don't know no better would be like, who she thinks she is. But I know who I be. I know who I is. I know who I am. And I know the authority that I walk with. But I had to realize that, you know what, you needed to come and do your part. She was the activator. She sounded the alarm for a lot of us, and she activated what she needed to activate in order for me to get on my spiritual business, to get on my assignment. And did I do? Yes. To the fullest, 100%. Like I was working in a warehouse, back breaking all night, standing up the whole time because I was told by spirit, do not sit down. You will not sit down. You will not eat in here. Because the fight is strong. So you will stand strong. And you will talk to those starseeds, those of you who have agreed to meet here. Presently. Meaning we were pre-sent. Because we have sent ourselves previously through spirit We're chosen because we have chosen, and presently is how we stabilize ourselves, stood there. So that's this weekend. I had to work through the disappointment. It's like when I realized I'm coming back today, I know she spoke yesterday and I didn't get to see her. I realized today when I wasn't seeing her, it was like, you know what, let it go. Because the more I was interacting with other star seeds, it was like, you're already doing your part. You made the call for those who needed to be here. Her job was just to hit the gong. Boom. And then we all come. Boop, 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 boop. They not like us because we not from here. Right? We not from this space. And we all just started coming in our spaceships, in our Merkaba, like, psh, 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 psh. Some people like, I ain't even know about this till yesterday. I don't even know why I'm here for such a time as this. Hello, star seeds. Welcome home, star seeds. We have arrived. And don't worry, y'all. This is not the last time. This Halls of Amenti is going to be something that is done specifically as I have, per my instructions, as I have been instructed by the ancient ones, the higher ups. It's going to be done every year. But the one that has a Neptunian key in it is only going to be this year, maybe next year, until Pluto actually moves, not Pluto, Neptune actually moves fully into Aquarius all the way. Right now it's just going to be dipping like what Pluto been doing, dipping its toes in and back out, dipping a little bit more then back out until it is fully there. And this month, August, is when we will see that change, right? So this is all coming off of the whole, everything I've been telling y'all about, the Mars and Uranus conjunction, the Galactic New Year, the 8-8 portal, which is really the Halls of Amenti. It's all lining up for such a time as this. And so for those of you who are still inclined to this, it's not too late. It's never too late. I mean, maybe to do it in this particular way, but if you still feel aligned, you know what to do. The email in the description. Do what you got to do. I will respond back to you and let you know, because we may have another meeting or two before we fully, as we close out the halls tomorrow, as well as later on in the month before the Leo season leaves. We definitely gonna have another meeting to prepare for what is to come. Right, so we want to do that before Neptune moves again. Before it moves, not again, but before it moves. Because we in preparation for some things, y'all, right? Full armor. I'm in this what they call them, the full armor of God. Get your crystals up. Get your crystals up. Full armor. Be lit up. The full armor and adornment. Right? What you got across your chest, your breastplate, your armors. So yeah, I wanted to share that experience with you all. I was even told that this looks like a tree. I didn't even notice that, but thank you. Spirit, love, lights, all of that. Let your powers ignite. Turn in, tune in to tune up. Get through the halls of Amenti and break those illusions. Even after this, you still will feel the vibrations of the halls of Amenti for the next week or two, depending on how sensitive you are. So get in there. Get in there and know what work you need to break up, what illusions need to break up in your life, world, and affairs. That's what determines what gets you there and where you need to be on whatever level you need to be on. So suit up, suit up, suit up. Right? And know why y'all saying they not like us. I know why I'm saying it. I don't know about you. But I know they not like us. They not from that star. They not from that Syrian star seed. Sirius star, which is our spiritual sun. Light up, because a new day has just begun. We are the dawn of a new era. Quantum leaping into the next timelines. Some of us are leaping 2-3 timelines at once because we're removing the soot off of our soul from multiple lifetimes. But they don't hear me though. So, beautiful, beautiful week walking through the halls of Amenti with those of you who have walked through. and trod the journey. Beautiful weekend, and just standing in the gap, standing in the place and in the space and holding that vibration and doing the spiritual work, even when it started to kick back. Right? So I have to share that with y'all. Oh, and before I go, share my another piece of armor. Ow, look at that. Especially they custom made the top for me so I could just swap out what I want hanging on my copper. But yes, they have some beautiful pieces. With that, let me remind us, in case you didn't already do, please remember to like, subscribe, share, comment if you dare. Leave some emojis. I know I got to catch up to some comments because I haven't been on the computer in days. This is the first video since everything was kicking off, since the live, for those of you who were there. And so I share what I can share with you of this experience, and to remind you that they just not like us. They ain't from here. They not. All right, so with that said, please remember the 5D calendars. Get them at a 5D corner near you. Those of you who got some this weekend, please enjoy them. Get on that timeline that's oh so true to you. And do you, boo. Do you. With that said, each one reach one, teach one. If you don't know where to start in your big, beautiful heart. Shine your light from the inside out. And be the candle that lights the next one and the next one and the next one. Peace, love, and light.